Why are teeth important? Teeth help us eat. Teeth help us talk. Teeth are a part of who we are. Smile. We have 4 different types of teeth in our mouth. First are our incisors. They are the front 4 teeth in our mouth on the top and the bottom. The incisors help us with biting into foods. We use our incisors to bite into things like apples and sandwiches. Our canines are next to our incisors. These teeth are used for biting and tearing. After our canines are our premolars and molars. These teeth are used for chewing up our food after we've taken those bites out of it. It's important to remember that our teeth are a living part of our body. There's a strong, hard outside layer called the enamel. Under that is the dentin, which is a little softer layer, and inside of that is the pulp cavity, where the nerves and blood vessels are. What is the difference between adult teeth and primary or baby teeth? The difference is that baby teeth are meant to get loose and fall out. Our adult teeth are permanent. They can last us our whole life as long as we do a good job taking care of them. But remember, just because baby teeth are meant to get loose and fall out doesn't mean that we don't have to take care of them. Baby teeth are very important. We need to make sure that we're taking care of our baby teeth because they hold space in our mouth so that our adult teeth have room to grow in. If we lose a baby tooth too early before it's supposed to come out, then there might not be space in our mouth when that adult tooth that's hiding under the gums is ready to come in. So remember, baby teeth need just as much care and attention as our permanent teeth do. There are 5 important things you can do to take care of your teeth. Brush 2 times a day for 2 minutes each time. Floss 1 time a day. Eat healthy foods. Drink lots of water. And visit the dentist 2 times a year for a checkup. You can keep cavities away. Why do we need to brush our teeth? Let's take a closer look. Germs are everywhere. There are germs that live in your mouth. Some are helpful and some can hurt your teeth. Germs have many names like bacteria, plaque, and sometimes they are called sugar bugs. Beware of the acid attack. The bacteria that stick to our teeth take the foods that we eat and drink and they create acid with it. These germs love sugary, sweet foods and drinks and foods with carbohydrates like chips and crackers. The more of these things we eat, the more acid will be on our teeth. The acid, when it sits on our strong, healthy teeth, softens and weakens them, and that's how we get cavities. Brush at least 2 times a day. In the morning, after you wake up, and again at night before you go to bed. Brush for at least 2 minutes each time you brush.
Step 1. Use a bit of toothpaste. Not much, a pea-sized amount will do. Step 2. Start brushing your back teeth and molars. Brush the outside of your upper and lower teeth. Hold the toothbrush at a 45-degree angle. Movements should be gentle and short, brushing the teeth from top to bottom and from bottom to top. You could also move the toothbrush in small circular motions. Step 3. Brush the inside of your upper and lower teeth. Remember to reach and clean back molars too. Step 4. Brush the chewing surfaces with back and forth motions. Step 5. Now you should clean the rest of your mouth. Brush gently inside of your cheeks and your tongue. Step 6. Spit out any excess toothpaste.
What size toothbrush should I use? There are different sizes? Yes. It's important to use a toothbrush that fits your size mouth. So when we're smaller, it's important to use a smaller size toothbrush. If we try to brush our teeth with a larger size toothbrush that doesn't fit in our mouth very well, it's going to be more difficult to reach the areas where plaque is hiding. Remember, using a smaller sized toothbrush makes it easier to reach way back where plaque is hiding on your teeth. Also, notice that electric toothbrushes that are made for adults always have the smaller size heads on them because it's much easier to get plaque off our teeth when we use a toothbrush that fits in our mouth nice and easy. Floss at least one time a day. Brushing doesn't get the food and germs that get stuck between your teeth.
Take time to learn how to hold the floss. If using traditional dental floss or tape, take 18 inches of floss, then, on both hands, wrap it around the fingers next to your thumbs. There are two ways to put pressure on the floss to help you clean. For your lower teeth, use your middle fingers. For your upper teeth, use your thumbs. The aim is to clean the areas you can't reach with your toothbrush without damaging your gums. Get an inch of floss between your thumbs or middle fingers. Place it where two teeth contact. The floss probably won't drop down between the teeth. To get the floss into this tight gap, wiggle it gently backwards and forwards towards the gum. Eventually it will get through the tight contact and you'll reach the gum line. Don't hacksaw into your gums. Once you've reached the gap, move the floss gently below the gum. First do this on the tooth furthest back. Get it 1 to 2 millimeters under the gum. See how from above the floss forms a C shape. Wiggle the floss back and forth up the surface of the tooth. Get it all the way past the contact point and pull it out from the gap. Now, move your long piece of floss along so that you have a clean section and go through the same gap again. This time, the C shape should be the other way around, going against the tooth furthest forward. Again, wiggle out along the surface, taking out the stuff that collects between your teeth. That's the sequence. Now repeat this between all the teeth in your mouth. If using a floss pick, use a similar technique, but wash it under running water every 2 teeth to get the stuff off. Some people prefer floss picks to traditional floss. Choose the type of floss you'll be happy to use every day. Don't be surprised if your gums bleed in the first few weeks of flossing, but consult your dental health professional if bleeding persists. If floss catches or shreds between certain teeth, then ask your dental health professional to investigate why. Always have 2 boxes of floss in the house. If one runs out, you can start using the second one straight away.
Make healthy food choices. What's your favorite healthy snack? Fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, things filled with protein like eggs and nuts, and dairy products like cheese and milk are all great healthy foods for your teeth. Bacteria can't make as much acid from healthy foods. What are some sneaky healthy foods? Sometimes we might think a food is healthy for our teeth, but it isn't. Like dried fruit. Dried fruit is sticky and contains a lot of sugar, so it's very harmful to our teeth. Smoothies can be a good healthy snack if you're making them at home with fresh fruits, but if you're going somewhere to purchase that smoothie, chances are it's made with sugar-filled fruit syrup. Juice contains a lot of sugar. Beware of juices made from citrus fruits because they contain sugar and acid. Fruit snacks are very sticky and stick to our teeth, so they can be harmful as well. Health drinks, be careful how much sugar is in there, check the label, and sometimes they even add acid too. Diet soda doesn't have sugar, but it contains acid, and it's just as harmful to our teeth as regular soda. Beware of granola because usually it has dried fruits that stick to our teeth. Sometimes granola bars have as much sugar in them as a candy bar. And be careful to notice how much sugar is in the yogurt that you choose. Some yogurts are loaded with sugar. Make sure you choose a low sugar alternative. Another important thing you can do to take care of your teeth is drink lots of water. Water has no sugar. Water washes food and acid off of your teeth, and water gives you energy and helps us grow. Visit the dentist every 6 months for a checkup. Let's take a look at what happens if we don't get all of the plaque off of our teeth. We need to protect our teeth. Our teeth are tools which help us talk, chew, and smile. We need to make sure that we're not doing things that can hurt our teeth. What are some activities that can hurt our teeth? Opening things with them, chewing on pencils, chewing on ice, having drinks loaded in sugar and acid, or tearing open packages. What else can you do to protect your teeth? Don't share utensils, toothbrushes, food, cups, straws, germs. Babies are born without cavity-making bacteria. Parents pass bacteria to babies when they share utensils, straws, cups, and food. When you share these items, you share your bacteria. Do you play sports? If you play football, baseball, soccer, karate, or any sports with other people, you may need to wear a mouth guard to protect your teeth. Ask your dentist about using a mouth guard. Mouth guards protect your lips, tongue, cheeks, and reduces chances of chipped or broken teeth, nerve damage to a tooth, or tooth loss. Let's talk candy. Bacteria love living in a sugar-rich environment. They grow in numbers and can make more acid when there is more sugar. Sour candies are very acidic, and the acid eats away at the enamel of your teeth. Chewy and sticky candies are also very harmful to teeth. Chocolate is a much better choice than sticky, chewy, or acidic candies. Chocolate melts away without sticking to teeth. What you can do: limit or stop eating sour candies. Don't suck or chew candies for long periods of time. If you eat sour candy, drink milk or eat cheese afterwards to stop the acids. Drink water after that. Chew sugar-free gum. This produces saliva, which protects your teeth. After eating sour candy or other acidic foods or drinks, wait 1 hour before brushing your teeth. Brushing right away increases the harmful effects of acid on teeth. Talk to your dentist about eating candy.
How is sugar hiding? Can't you just look on food labels? It's not that easy. Just like your friend Robert might go by Bob, Robbie, Rob, Bobby, or Roberto, added sugar has a lot of aliases. And by a lot, we don't mean 5 or 6. Try 56. There's brown rice syrup, barley malt, demerara, Florida crystals, muscovado, and of course, high fructose corn syrup, sometimes called HFCS or corn sugar. Even sugar's tricky nicknames have nicknames. Grape or apple concentrate has the same effects on your body as its 55 sugary twins. And even though organic evaporated cane juice sounds healthy, when you evaporate it, you get sugar. Chemically speaking, it's all the same. And even trickier, when multiple added types of sugars are used in one product, they get buried down in a long list of ingredients. So the sugar content might appear to be okay, but when you add them all together, sugar can be the single biggest ingredient.
How much sugar is in 1 bottle of orange soda? Let's do the math. 4 grams of sugar equals 1 teaspoon of sugar. So if there are 80 grams of sugar in this soda, we divide that by 4 to find out that there are 20 teaspoons of sugar. What does that look like? 20 teaspoons? Children 7 to 10 years old should only have 25 grams, or 6 teaspoons of sugar a day. The amount of sugar in this soda is more than 3 times greater than the amount they should have in a day. Water is good for everyone. Remember, our bodies are about 70% water. When we exercise, we lose water by sweating. Drinking water is how we stay hydrated. Water is the way to go. Teeth are important. Teeth help us eat the food which keeps our bodies healthy. Teeth help us talk. Teeth are a part of who we are. Smiles. Remember to brush your teeth 2 times a day for 2 minutes. Grown-ups need to help brush children's teeth at least once a day until they are 8 years old. Brush and floss every day to keep the sugar bugs away.
Smiles are always in style. I got some news that I happily share. Listen here, listen here. Dental care is a family affair.